So in this video we are going to talk about the next steps in our plan, our strategy to move to France and to buy a chateau. But first, we sweat. Okay. So I'm guessing you thought that was a time-lapse video of a 20-minute workout I've just done. No. That was real time. It was real time. I'm an athlete, you see. You've caught me out. I do with the odd workout. I'm 63, and believe me, I would rather, 4 times a week, throw a few weights around. Some I may record, some I probably won't. But it just gives you an idea how I fill my days. I think it's important because, listen, I never want to be an athlete. I don't want to be on a podium. I don't want to do any of that. I don't go to a gym because there's a certain pressure when you walk into a gym. Nobody cares. Nobody takes any notice of what you're doing. But I think at home, throwing a few weights around, keeping moving. I happen to believe that movement is its own lubricant. And I've got a huge project ahead of me, so I think it's important that I stay strong. Did you know, here's an interesting fact, one of the biggest killers of old people, and I don't know what constitutes old these days. I used to think 60 was old, but now maybe 75, 80 is what's considered old these days. But one of the biggest killers is actually falling on the floor and not being able to get up again. There you go, but you didn't know that, did you? So, in the last video we discussed our visit to France. You saw a bunch of properties that we looked at. One particular which I haven't mentioned. I haven't pointed the finger at the chateau that was our favourite. And I'd be reluctant to do that at this stage, not least because you don't know who's watching your videos, and I'd hate to think that somebody watched my video and bought the house from underneath us. I'd be devastated. So I've kind of kept that secret. Ultimately, our favourite will be the one that we move into, and then you'll get all the pictures of that, surely. But anyway, we found a favourite, probably 2 actually, but 2 that we'd seriously like to make offers for. But there is one small thing that we need to attend to before we can put in an offer, and that is selling our house here in Canada. We ain't the type to put in an offer and waste people's time. We will put in an offer when our house is sold and not before. So The next topic of conversation is actually, how do you sell a house in Canada? So, the process of selling a house in Canada goes something like this. First, you find yourself a realtor, a seller's realtor, a good realtor, one who comes highly recommended. You've got to be able to trust this person because, frankly, you're going to spend more time with this person over the forthcoming days, weeks, months, decades than you can imagine. I've actually spent less time speaking to wives than I have speaking to our realtor. They become part of the family. They get to look at every detail of your house, where you keep your socks, your underwear, your wife's unmentionables. I mean, you could look at it as an invasion of privacy, but you've got to suck it up. And you do suck it up because at the end of the day, this is a campaign, and every campaign has to have unsavory elements attached to it. So, what are the elements? Well, first, the realtor does the guided tour. They look at your house. They want to know when it was built. What work have you done to it? Did you have permits? How old is the chimney, the water heater, the stove? When was the septic tank emptied? Have you had the water tested? Are the foundations solid? Was it built over a condemned nuclear testing ground? All these things that you thought you knew, but when push comes to shove, you have no idea. Well, thank goodness for Mrs. M. She knows everything. It's a superpower. I mean, she can delve into the deepest, darkest depths of her memory and drag up snippets of information that seriously haven't seen daylight for 25 years. I've never known anything like it. In situations like this, she is a godsend. It does have its downside. I mean, I may well have suggested 16 years ago, after a bottle of rosé, I might add, that perhaps she should maybe do a few sit-ups in the week. I mean, I don't remember ever saying that. And I can imagine I would never say that, but she insists I did, and has been using it against me ever since. Anyway, back to the issue in hand. The realtor takes notes. And so what's next? Pictures. Pictures. Not just pictures, videos, drone shots, floor plans, lighting, staging, stuff away in cupboards. I can't find our can opener. Rugs pushed under the beds, toothbrushes hidden away, every light switched on. Oh, for goodness sake. Steven Spielberg spent less time making Star Wars. It went on and on and on. The photographer was here for 7 hours. But we're troopers. We are troopers. We will hunker. We will hunker down. We'll get through this, and we'll realize our dream. Yeah, all right, maybe a little over the top, that bit. So the next stage, it gets listed. That bit's easy. Here in Canada, we have what is called MLS, which is the Multiple Listing Service. So basically, every house listing appears in one place, regardless of who is selling it. And I got to admit, it's a terrific idea. It's not like the UK at all. In the UK, we have estate agents, basically a bunch of offices spread across towns and villages with pictures in the windows, and you look at the picture, you make an appointment, and when you get there, the owner shows you round. Back to the Canadian system. The seller's agent lists it. What's next? I hear you cry. Well, the buyer also has an agent. The buyer's realtor books the appointment to view and then takes their buyer to view the house. Is it just us that sees the weakness in that system? The seller's agent doesn't actually show the house. It's the buyer's agent that does that. And there's no guarantee that they either went on the realtor tour. Okay. So that's when the seller's realtor arranges for all the local realtors to view the property. Great if they all turn up. You'd think they would, considering they win a hefty chunk of the fees when the house sells. But they don't always, and they don't always read the descriptions in detail, so one might question how effective they are at selling a house they know little about. But anyway, smiley face. So the buyer's agent books the visit, the owner sets about preparing the property for viewing. Let me show you what that looks like.
to get to know ya. 이미 시작된 걸.
So, house cleaned to within an inch of its life. We now have to vacate the property because we can't be around when people are viewing this house, which is a pain. They've got an hour, but we've got to go and take the dogs and disappear into the wilderness. It is what it is. I've got cameras, security cameras, so I can actually see who turns up. I don't know if I'm supposed to do that or not, but I do. So anyway, just before we head out, I need to give I'd like to give a big shout out to Rob and Lisa, two fantastic people who have got a wonderful channel. I'm pretty sure because a lot of you came from his channel to come and view my channel, you probably know about him already. But his channel is it's addictive. It's one of those channels that you just, we wait now. We wait with bated breath by the television, waiting for his channel to come. It makes us sound a bit sad, really, doesn't it? But anyway, the channel is Escape to France Charente, and I will leave a link in my description for those of you who aren't subscribed to that channel already. So there's that. Oh, and just one more thing in tribute to Rob. Okay, Rob, you know the drill. Cue slow-mo. Oliver. Wrong way.
Reverse, my love, reverse.
Okay, so I may have alluded to the fact that my computer is slow. It's old, like me, and it was just grinding to a halt, not using massive editing software or all that, but it's just old. How old, I hear you cry? It's so old I need to rub up against it to turn it on. Anyway, so we after our house viewing today, we took a ferry into Vancouver and spent some money, and this is what we bought. Okie dokie, MacBook Pro. Let's open this. Let's open it and see what we find. Here we go. This is a difficult one, Andy. Here we go. Oh my. Isn't sexy. It is a sexy piece of kit. Okie doke. There we go. Oh, it comes on. You check that out? Open the thing. And it started up. How do you get that off there? I don't know what that says. But there you go. Anyway, I think it's likely that I'm going to spend the next couple of days playing with this baby. I'm not saying the quality of my videos will be any better. The content will still be so cheesy. So there you are. Hola. Okay. I'm sure, are we going to get bonjour? We were supposed to get bonjour. It's French, you see. And that will tie into our French trip, I guess. Anyway, I'm going to leave that now to just to do what it does. There, wonderful. I obviously want to thank everybody who supported us this week, who subscribed to us this week. It's great, thank you. Like and subscribe, the usual like and subscribe. Hopefully the next vid we'll be able to reveal the outcome of our viewing, and fingers crossed, an offer on the house may well get us one step closer to our dream of chateau ownership. Thank you so much, and see you next time.